Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're looking at something really interesting. How can an ancient tradition not just survive, but actually thrive in our super digital world?
This is a huge challenge for thousands of small, traditional businesses everywhere. So how do they do it? Well, we're going to dive into some fascinating new research that might just have the answer. All right, so to get to the bottom of this, our story starts in Indonesia with the makers of traditional drinks. We're talking about small and medium-sized businesses, SMEs.
Now, these businesses are awesome. They're rooted in culture, they're healthy, but they are facing some serious modern pressures. They're up against big, modern competitors. And maybe even more important, they're dealing with this massive shift in how we all buy things.
So, to get some real answers, researchers went straight to the source. They talked to 330 of these entrepreneurs to figure out, what really pushes a traditional business to jump into e-commerce? And is it even worth the hassle?
And hey, when we say e-commerce, let's be clear. We're not just talking about a fancy website. It's really about the whole shebang, moving your business online. Think marketing on social media, taking orders through an app, all of it.
Okay, so what did the study find? Well, it uncovered this really fascinating mix of reasons that push these business owners to take that digital leap. And trust me, some of them are probably not what you'd expect.
First up, and this is a big one, you, the customer. Buyers today just expect the convenience of being able to interact online. It's almost like a seal of approval, a sign that a business is innovative, even if they're selling a very traditional product.
And then, of course, there's the keeping up with the Joneses effect. When your competitor down the street goes online, you feel that pressure, right? It's not just about looking modern, it's about being able to provide faster, better service to stay in the game.
But what's super interesting here is that the business owners themselves, they get it. They can see the advantages plain as day. They know that going online isn't just a sales gimmick. It's about running a smarter business, more efficient, with happier customers, and a healthier bottom line.
And here's a crucial piece of the puzzle. The technology itself just isn't that scary anymore. The owners found that these tools are actually pretty easy to learn and use. And most importantly, they could fit them into their daily routine without, totally changing the soul of their business. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that while all that outside pressure from customers and competitors matters, the businesses that really succeed are the ones that are ready on the inside. They've got the commitment, the know-how, and frankly, owners who just have that innovative spark.
Okay, but it's not all sunshine and roses. It's not always an easy yes. The study also pinpointed the two biggest things that make these entrepreneurs pause and think, should I really do this?
And really, it boils down to a battle between two different kinds of fear. On one side, you have the fear of the unknown, worries about hackers, data breaches, and online security. But on the other side, there's this very real fear of just getting frustrated and overwhelmed if the tech is too complicated to use.
All right, now let's get to what I think is the most revealing part of this whole study. It's not about what pushes businesses online. It's about what, surprisingly, doesn't stop them.
Think about it. What are the usual suspects we hear about? Cost, right? Or maybe the size of the company, or the need for government help. You'd think those would be the biggest roadblocks, wouldn't you?
Well, get this. The data showed the complete opposite. It turns out these small businesses are incredibly resourceful. They're finding that e-commerce is actually pretty affordable and easy to get into. A lot of these tools just run on a smartphone. And what's wild is that the tiniest little micro businesses are jumping on board just as fast, if not faster, than the bigger ones.
And that just perfectly sums it up. I love this quote from the researchers. It basically says that e-commerce isn't just for the big guys anymore. The digital playing field is now open to absolutely anyone who has the drive to get in the game.
So, all of this leads us to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? After all that, after taking the leap, facing the fears, do these businesses actually perform better? Is it worth it? And the answer from this study was a loud, clear, unequivocal yes. There was no ambiguity at all. Adopting e-commerce had a huge positive impact for these drink makers right across the board.
Just look at this. Their performance shot up. The researchers looked at three key parts of the business: how they operate, their finances, and their marketing, and they found a major boost in every single one.
And let's be clear, this isn't just numbers on a chart. This is real-world stuff. We're talking about them creating better, more innovative products, bringing in more revenue, and building these amazing, loyal relationships with their customers.
So what this research really gives us is a powerful roadmap. It's not just saying, hey, go online. It actually points to 11 specific things, from customer demands all the way to that internal innovative spirit that really drive this positive change.
And that really leaves us with one final big thought, doesn't it? If cost and company size aren't the real hurdles, then for any small business out there, what's truly holding you back? The study suggests the biggest walls we have to climb might not be out there in the world, but inside our own heads.